Did you know your birth date indicates what your soul didn't finish in your past life? Imagine being born with hidden secrets from a life you don't remember. What if your birth date could reveal lessons your soul failed to complete? Have you ever wondered if the life you're living now is just a continuation of a story left unfinished? In Buddhist philosophy, time is cyclical. Life is a continuous journey, and the soul carries its unfinished business across lifetimes. Could your birth date be more than just numbers? What if it's a spiritual map to uncover karmic lessons you need to finish? Stay with me as we unlock the profound teachings behind this idea and reveal what your birth date says about your past and how it shapes your present. In Buddhism, life is viewed as a continuous cycle known as samsara, a wheel of existence that spins through birth, life, death, and rebirth. This cycle isn't random, it's driven by karma, the sum of one's actions across lifetimes. The doctrine of karma dictates that every action, whether good or bad, shapes the conditions of our future rebirths. This foundational belief suggests that our current circumstances, struggles, and successes are not solely the result of present efforts but are deeply connected to actions from past lives. Understanding samsara and karma is essential to comprehending why life unfolds the way it does. What if I told you that your natural talents or persistent struggles might not be as random as they seem? Every person carries the imprint of their past actions, whether they're aware of it or not. In Buddhist teachings, karma acts as an invisible force that links past deeds to present experiences. For example, someone who exhibits natural patience or kindness may be reaping the benefits of past virtuous actions, while others who face persistent challenges might be paying off the karmic debts of previous transgressions. This concept serves as a reminder that life's hardships and blessings are interconnected threads, woven by the choices made in previous lives. The present moment, therefore, is not only a continuation, but a culmination of those past decisions. Imagine if each challenge in your life was just a chapter in a much bigger book that started long before you were born. Buddhism presents life as a story with chapters that transcend individual lifetimes. Unlike a standalone narrative, each chapter picks up where the last one left off, with unresolved issues and incomplete lessons carried forward. For instance, unresolved anger or ambition may manifest in subsequent lives as obstacles or opportunities, compelling individuals to confront and resolve them. This continuity emphasizes that the past is not separate from the present, but intricately bound to it, making each life a step in a much larger journey. Recognizing this interconnectedness can provide deeper meaning to one's current path and struggles. Could the patterns you notice in your life be echoes from a life you once lived? The cycle of samsara holds profound implications. If life is indeed a series of interconnected rebirths, then the patterns we face today are not coincidental. Persistent challenges, inexplicable fears, or recurring themes in one's life could be echoes from past existences. This realization can be unsettling, raising the question, what lessons has the soul not yet learned? Each karmic pattern signals unfinished business, urging a person to confront it to break free from the cycle. The subtle undercurrent of karma in every life event serves as a constant reminder that growth and spiritual resolution are not optional, but necessary for liberation. What would it mean to finally break free from the cycle of rebirth and find peace? Samsara continues its cycle until the soul achieves complete understanding and detaches from desires and ignorance. The ultimate goal, nirvana, represents freedom from the cycle, a state where the soul transcends rebirth, finally released from the consequences of karma. This profound insight reframes life's struggles not as meaningless hardships, but as purposeful steps towards spiritual liberation. The journey through samsara is, therefore, not just about survival, but about seeking wisdom, compassion, and inner peace. Only then can one hope to reach the end of the cycle and attain the ultimate freedom that Buddhism speaks of. Have you ever thought that the numbers in your life could be carrying hidden messages from your past? In Buddhist teachings, numbers are not merely mathematical constructs, but echoes of deeper spiritual truths. Your birth date, often overlooked as a mere date on the calendar, could hold clues to unfinished karmic lessons that have traversed through lifetimes. The combination of the day, month, and year you were born may form a pattern, a spiritual code, waiting to be deciphered. Each number vibrates with its own energy, revealing aspects of your journey that you need to confront or complete. For instance, in numerology influenced by Buddhist thought, numbers like 1 might symbolize leadership and independence, while 7 could indicate a path filled with introspection and spiritual growth. But how does one read these symbols, and what could they mean for the course of your soul's mission? Could the key to your unexplained challenges be hidden in the very date you were born? Centuries-old Buddhist scholars have hinted at the notion that birth dates hold symbolic weight, functioning as timestamps for karmic checkpoints. In secluded monasteries and whispered chants, stories were passed down of monks who calculated their birth date's meaning to unravel hidden spiritual obstacles. One such tale is that of Lama Rinzin, who, after deciphering the significance of his own birth date, realized that his recurring feelings of restlessness were tied to an unfulfilled journey of compassion from a previous life. It was only when he confronted this truth that he found peace and could lead his disciples with genuine empathy. Could the answers to your own unexplained challenges be embedded in the numbers that mark the start of your life? What if a simple number could change the way you see yourself forever? Today, even outside monastic walls, people who seek solace or answers in Buddhist and numerological teachings are finding the profound impact of their birth date interpretations. Take, for instance, Maya, an artist who felt perpetually trapped in cycles of self-doubt. Through careful guidance, she discovered that her birth date pointed to lessons of acceptance and trust in her capabilities. Lessons left unfinished in a life lived centuries before. This realization wasn't instant. It unfolded like a slow burn, each piece clicking into place as she learned to embrace her art unapologetically. The revelation shifted her entire perspective, a testament to how the lessons of past lives subtly influence the present. What if you discovered that your destiny is not controlled by divine beings, but by your own past actions? Buddhism's teachings rarely dive into divine judgments or fate dictated by a god. Instead, it is the self armed with awareness and understanding that navigates the maze of existence. Unlike more theistic interpretations, where destiny is sealed by an external force, Buddhist numerology places the power firmly in your hands. Your birth date becomes a spiritual guide, pointing you toward areas of growth, unfulfilled potential, and hidden challenges. The suspense lies in the unknown. What story does your date tell? The deeper you dig, the more you realize how intricately your life and the echoes of your past are interwoven. Are you ready to uncover what your birth date really says about you? So what does your birth date reveal? As you listen, you might feel a chill, a moment of recognition or unease. The date you were born isn't just a number. For some, the journey tied to their birth dates suggests they were warriors who need to learn humility. For others, scholars who must practice silence, or lovers who failed to master patience. The clues may sound mystical, but their impact is tangible. The suspense builds as you begin connecting dots in your life to meanings long forgotten but felt deeply. Each revelation adds a new layer of understanding, challenging you to face these karmic legacies with fresh eyes. As you begin to interpret your birth date and uncover these karmic traces, a sense of clarity dawns. The numbers align with moments you've stumbled, areas where life seems to repeat itself, patterns that now make sense. The spiritual weight of this realization doesn't come from fear or mystical compulsion, but from an empowered awareness. You stand at the intersection of past and present, holding the knowledge that you have the power to complete what your soul started lifetimes ago. And with this insight, the suspense unravels, leaving you with a quiet, powerful determination to move forward and ready to face the lessons ahead. Picture this, a serene monk sitting atop a mountain, gazing into the abyss as the sun sets behind him. To the untrained eye, he seems still, detached. But within, he sees layers of lives lived, souls tethered to past experiences by an invisible thread, lessons unfinished. In Buddhist teachings, each birth is not random. It's a chapter in the soul's journey. Birth dates, according to some esoteric interpretations, are more than markers of age. They are subtle clues of karmic debts and the virtues we must embody. whether it be compassion, resilience, or patience. But what could these numbers mean for you? As we unravel their spiritual significance, brace yourself for revelations that might hit closer to home than you'd expect. What story do your birth date and numbers have to tell about your spiritual journey? If numbers could speak, what stories would they tell about your soul? The practice of finding meaning in birth dates isn't unique to one belief system. Yet, in Buddhism, combined with the ancient principles of numerology, these numbers become metaphors for life lessons. For instance, those born on the 9th or 18th often face recurring themes of compassion. The energy tied to the number 9 is known to resonate with humanitarian pursuits, as if the universe repeatedly tests them with opportunities to show empathy. On the other hand, the number 4 is associated with resilience and hard-earned lessons, symbolizing the cyclical struggle and rebirth until perseverance is mastered. Could these traits be why you're drawn to certain challenges? Are your obstacles whispers from a life where resilience was left unfinished? Could someone's entire life change just by understanding the meaning behind their birth date? Meet Asha, a woman from southern India who had never heard of these ideas until her spiritual mentor pointed out the patterns in her life. Born on the 27th, a date resonant with endurance, Asha found herself facing and overcoming the same hardships in different forms: financial instability, broken friendships, and career setbacks. Each time she thought she was done, life threw another test her way. At first it seemed cruel, but when she delved into the teachings of karma and numerological meanings, an eerie realization dawned. Her soul's unfinished lesson was resilience. This changed everything. What if your repetitive life struggles are signals, clues from the universe, urging you to complete a spiritual chapter long overdue? As you ponder this, think about your own life. Are there themes you just can't shake? Perhaps an inability to forgive, a recurring test of patience, or moments when empathy feels like a mountain too steep to climb? What if your birth date held the answer? Imagine looking at a calendar, fingers tracing over the numbers as a shiver runs down your spine. Suddenly, your trials, those moments you thought were pure misfortune, take on a different light. They are tests, sent not by a divine hand, but etched in the karmic blueprint of your existence. Did you know that unfinished lessons in one life don't disappear, but come back even stronger in the next? Here's where it gets deeper. Buddhist philosophy asserts that if a lesson remains unlearned in one life, it carries over to the next, magnified in intensity. Think of it as an echo that only grows louder with each rebirth. A birth date like the 15th, often linked with patience, could mean that in a past life, impatience led to critical mistakes or missed opportunities. In this life, the lesson comes back, dressed in different circumstances but with the same core message. The suspense builds when you realize that these numbers are more than spiritual curiosities. They're guideposts pointing out what you must resolve to break free from the cycle of rebirth. Could the patterns in your life be the universe's way of urging you to pay attention? And so, we circle back to the question, what is your birth date trying to tell you? If your life feels like a movie on repeat, scenes and lessons reappearing in slightly different guises, maybe it's time to pause and reflect. The suspense of discovery leads to a moment of revelation. This isn't fate being unkind. It's the universe, or rather your soul's journey, pushing you to complete what was left undone. As you piece together your story through the lens of karmic lessons, you'll find that your challenges were not without purpose. They are invitations, opportunities to write a different ending and perhaps find peace in this life's chapter. Is it really the stars that guide our path, or is there something deeper at play? In the realm of astrology, birth dates hold a powerful influence over one's destiny. The alignment of stars and planets at the moment of birth is believed to shape an individual's personality, strengths, and life path. For centuries, civilizations from the Babylonians to modern astrologers have claimed that celestial movements carve the trajectory of our lives. This belief paints the universe as an intricate clockwork, where cosmic forces whisper our fates through constellations and star charts. But how does this compare to the Buddhist perspective? Unlike astrology's reliance on external cosmic alignments, Buddhism's teachings suggest that the answers lie not in the heavens, but within the depths of our past actions and the karmic echoes they create. Hinduism, like Buddhism, speaks of karma and reincarnation, seeing life as an ongoing cycle where the soul evolves through various lifetimes. Here, birth dates can signify the soul's unique place in the samsara wheel, influenced by divine forces. The gods are ever present, acting as both witnesses and guides, rewarding virtuous deeds and punishing misdeeds. The birth chart, Janam Kundali, in Hinduism is not just a reflection of one's karmic journey, but also a tool blessed by divine will, detailing challenges that must be navigated under the watchful gaze of deities. This belief intertwines the sacred with the human, implying that while one's past actions shape their present, there is always a divine hand at play, tilting the balance of destiny. Christianity presents a different approach. In its doctrines, each life is a singular journey, beginning at birth and culminating in an afterlife determined by divine judgment. The birth date, in Christian thought, is less a marker of past life remnants and more a symbol of unique, God-given purpose. From the moment of creation, the soul is seen as entrusted with a mission by a higher power. Each choice, each challenge, is said to unfold under the guidance of an omnipotent deity, with the ultimate goal being salvation and eternal peace. Unlike Buddhism, where the cycle of life is endless and self-driven, Christianity frames life as a divine test with one ultimate ending, heaven or hell. The suspense lies in the question, who directs your path, your past lives, or a higher divine being? In a world without divine intervention, what really determines your fate? Herein lies the stark contrast. Buddhism navigates a path devoid of divine intervention. There is no all-seeing God manipulating the strings of fate or bestowing blessings. Instead, it is the self, shaped by lifetimes of accumulated actions, that dictates the present. The birth date, from a Buddhist perspective, symbolizes the moment the soul steps into a new chapter, carrying with it the weight of unfinished karmic lessons. This self-reliant journey emphasizes internal enlightenment, where understanding and overcoming one's own karmic burdens become the highest pursuit. The suspense grows as we realize no celestial being will intervene, no divine script is written. The outcome rests in the soul's relentless cycle of learning and growth. Are we really the authors of our fate, or are we bound by echoes of our past lives? As we weave through these belief systems, one question hangs heavy in the air. What truly holds power over our destiny? In astrology, it's the alignment of celestial bodies. In Hinduism, it's a blend of karma and divine oversight. In Christianity, it's the guiding hand of God. Yet Buddhism stands apart, where the only power over destiny is the silent echo of one's own past lives. The suspense builds as we consider, are we, in fact, our own silent authors, bound only by the threads of our previous actions? The answer leads us to a profound insight. Our birth date is not an external decree, but a reminder of the karmic pages yet to be written and finished by our own doing. The realization lands like a revelation. Buddhism's view on birth dates and karmic continuation defies the narratives of divine guardians or cosmic alignments. It is the epitome of human agency, an inward quest for self-understanding and liberation. In this journey, each birth is a chance, each life a canvas where the soul completes what was once left undone. The story's climax unfolds not with external intervention, but with the subtle understanding that within each of us lies the seed of all past lessons, waiting to bloom into wisdom and freedom. As we come to the end of this exploration, one thing becomes clear. The story of your soul is not bound by external forces, but shaped by the echoes of your own actions. Your birth date is more than just a number. It's a reminder of the karmic path that has brought you to this moment, a symbol of lessons yet to be completed and insights waiting to be discovered. Imagine if you could unlock the true meaning behind your birth and use it as a compass for your spiritual journey. Buddhism teaches us that enlightenment and liberation are in our hands, and each day is an opportunity to face unfinished business and grow wiser through the process. So, what does your birth date say about you? How might your past actions influence the life you're living now? Take a moment to reflect on this journey and embrace the challenge of understanding the karmic threads that weave through your existence. Share your thoughts, your stories, or even the revelations you've had about your own life in the comments below. If this journey into the teachings of Buddhism and the mysteries of your birth date resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on more insights into spirituality, self-discovery, and the profound lessons that shape our lives. Remember, the power to understand your soul's journey lies not in the stars or divine intervention, but in the path you choose to walk, step by step, day by day.